feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide.
Well, this laptop is now maybe, let me think, 7. Actually, my laptop is pretty old too. My laptop is 7 years old actually. So probably, since you're really looking to practice like with the Quebec, like really a Quebec accent, probably what you know, if we were taking lessons kind of longer term, probably what we would do is I would find you some videos that specifically, like videos on YouTube that specifically use like a Quebec French, and we'll listen to it together. We'll take 5, 10, 50, whatever, 5, 10 minutes, whatever it is. We'll actually break the video down and chat about it in French. So that way you're able to actually still get a lot of that Quebec French and hear it and hear it in a hear natives Quebec speakers. And have help break it down. So, hey everyone, how's it going? Azren here, having a good day so far. You guys have obviously seen what I've gotten up to. Today's gonna be an interesting day. Right now I'm off to go deal with some stuff with my car. Then I got a bunch of other stuff today, a lot of editing to do, but the part I'm most excited about is this evening. So this evening I'm doing a bit of an unorthodox, a little bit of a different style of language lesson. So there's 2 people here in my city that I teach French, and one of the beliefs that I have that I want to start testing out is I feel like a lot of private language teachers, I think they don't take it out of the classroom enough. I don't think they do enough stuff, quote unquote, in the field. And a lot of the different language learning that works, in my opinion, is when you're doing stuff that's out of the classroom, right? A lot of the stuff that you remember is the stuff that didn't happen in the classroom but happened outside of the classroom. And so what I'm testing out with the 2 people I'm teaching in my city, French, is we're actually gonna start doing some little field trips or excursions or different activities together in French. So today we're actually going grocery shopping. We're gonna go to a grocery store, we're gonna actually do their grocery shopping together, buy food, all in French. And I think that's going to be a really interesting way for them to learn some new vocabulary and for them to actually be able to remember it, because they actually have the physical memory of doing the food shopping, doing the grocery shopping. And I think if that memory, physical memory, is attached to the lesson, to the learning, my thinking is that they'll remember it better. So this is something, it's a bit of an evolution in my own teaching style. I'm starting to test that out and start playing with that a little bit to see how that works. I think it'll work well, and I'm really excited this evening to try that out. So with that aside, let's keep going with the day. How's it going? Azren here. Welcome to another Mundo Lingo survival phrase video. Now, quick thing, when it comes to survival phrases and it comes to talking to taxi drivers, the most important thing is getting your message across. One of the biggest mistakes that beginners make is they try and be super polite, which means they're being overly wordy and they're trying to use too many words to get their message across. And so the phrases I'm going to give you are some of the simplest ways to get your message across to the taxi driver. So just finished a lesson with Abby and Matt. It was really interesting. I think one of the things that really worked out, I think, was I found that when we took the lesson into a field trip, quote unquote field trip sort of way, where we actually went out and did something in French and actually went grocery shopping and actually did an activity all in French, I found that the short-term memory for them remembering words was way better. So it was pretty crazy because, for example, as we were going grocery shopping, I made a big list of all the different new words that they were learning. And at the end, when I asked them all the different words, they were able to remember about 70 call it 70-75% of them, which is pretty crazy because normally in our Skype lessons when we do that, the retention of the different words that we learned is usually way lower. And so it's really cool that when we took it out in the field, quote unquote in the field, that they were able to remember a lot more. Now what I'm curious about now is to see what happens in a week, 2 weeks, to see how many of those words they remember. So that's what I'm going to pay attention to now with the lessons with them. But it was an interesting, bit of an interesting observation when I went out with them today and did that. So yeah, I'm happy that my theory so far is proving to be correct. So now it's about 7:30 p.m. or 7:29. So 7:30, boom. 7:30 p.m. Most of the work for the day is done. I'm probably not going to get everything done, which is a little bit unfortunate. However, hanging out with some friends. Anyone who followed my first channel knows this man here, Amjad. I don't think any of you did follow my first channel though, so he's a new character for you. Probably my closest, if not one of my closest friends. And we're heading over to my friend Jesse's house, who also happens to be one of my closest, if not my closest friend.
Lights out, lying in your arms, and these feelings start to change. One look into your eyes and I'm floating far away. I've never been here before. I don't know the score, but I never wanted you more.
But the thing is that there are so many different kinds of French accent.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you have the French Canadian.
That's a French
You have
Canadian.
the.
That's a French Canadian.
Can you do African?
But no. But the African accent, it's not a French accent. It's just an African accent. It is like this.
What about, can you guys speak Albertan?
What, British?
Albertan.
Albertan?
Yeah,
Like, oh, like a thick Canadian accent?
thick Canadian accent.
Yeah, but it's not a thick Canadian like a Newfie accent.
No,
Like an Ontario accent, like Eastern
no,
Canada.
Alberta has an accent though.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, if you listen to like.